Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Palworld. Give me just 1 minute to get into the game and we'll get things started here. Let's see here. Oh, just lost my cursor. One moment. There we go. Yes, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Where did I leave off? Oh, let me check my tech tree. I am level 20, which means I haven't bought anything for like the past 3 levels. I must have gotten all those levels late in the session last time. Like again, I don't really remember what I was doing um, last time, but I suppose I should probably get cold armor. Um, Stone structures, I don't know if I need. Um, don't know if I need any of these. Probably need cement. That looks like it's some kind of crafting material. A gigasphere, of course, would probably be welcome. A weapon workbench for sure. And it looks like next level we start getting muskets and gunpowder and ammo. Okay, so as for the map, I've done very little exploring as far as everything is concerned. I've defeated the first boss, but some of these world bosses, like, okay, they are still above my level, so I guess only Chillet is one that I would have fought. Um, but I also need to let y'all know is I have been playing this a lot. So, a lot off stream as well. So I do know a little bit more than what it looks like. So I have explored a little and played with other people as well. So I do know a few things uh, that I should probably be doing. So, like, for example, um, it looks like I'm getting close to needing better weapon technology. So for gunpowder, I need to find sulfur. Looks like I have found sulfur somewhere, probably in a dungeon. Um, Charcoal is made in camp in the furnace, so that should be all good. Um, so yeah, I just need to get out there and explore a bit because I need to find extra things. My resources seem to be okay for the moment. My farm, I've currently have a lamb ball, I guess, this thing, and a Vixie in it, even though the Vixie seems to be a little bit stuck. So hopefully that will be producing a little bit more uh, for items that I can use. What items do I have in storage, though? Okay, I've got quite a few of these. Um, Looks like I could probably store that away. Just kind of clearing up my inventory. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Just do that. That's going to store everything away. I do need my ammunition. Uh, Souls can stay there, I guess. And over here, I can store everything else away. It does look like I have some coarse ammo that I can use if I need to. And that's about it. Just sort this a little bit better. As far as the team that I have with me, it's just a couple of basics. Uh, One for more carrying capacity, uh, Lift Monk and Fox Sparks probably for combat, Kilimari for transportation. Um, Although I should be thinking about, I don't know if I've found one yet. Actually, I can look over here. Nope, that's the wrong button. Have I found a flying mount? I do have Nightwing, so I could be using that. I actually have 2 open spots in my camp, so maybe I should build a couple beds for them as well. So let me just put down a couple of these. Get a couple more pals in the base. We'll have a look here. So, again, wrong one. Caprity is producing berries and planting, but I do have Petalia as a planter, so I think I might remove Caprity, put them back in here, and I do notice I've got more Vixie over here, so I kind of want to put at least 2 in the base. What else? What else? I don't really have that big assortment of things. Maybe a Flambell to add some more farming stuff. And then I probably need something like a Kilmari. Yeah. A Kilmari as a gatherer to pick up all the items that get dropped on the ground and put them in storage. Okay, and then as far as weapons I have on me, I've got my pick, my axe, my multi-shot bow, and a crossbow. Alright, now before I head out, I want to make sure that all of the pals have enough food to eat. They only have 30 cooked berries. So, do I have a Fox Sparks? I do. So I want to get 100 of those to start cooking. And I've got my own food on me. Oh, but some of my stuff needs repairing. So glad I noticed that before I left. Otherwise I would have had to return immediately. Okay, armor repaired. Yeah, we'll repair the pick as well. Otherwise I'd probably break it. Alright. A Lift Monk as my combat pet. Where are we off to this time? So last time I remember I had gone northeast, done a bit of exploring up there. This time I want to head... where do I want to go? I've discovered the small settlement, so that's a good place. The desolate church. Maybe north and west, or maybe west and south? Also, I could swear that these areas were more mapped out before. Oh well. That's fine. You're gonna head over here. Oops. I need to access it here. We're gonna head over to the small settlement. We're gonna kind of go west and maybe north, I think. As much as it will let me. So if I head this way, and the reason I'm doing that is there are some places that I have found off stream that have needed resources for the future. With monk effigy right there. And we're just gonna head this way a bit. Just gonna do some exploring, looking for waypoints. I know this part of the world doesn't necessarily have that many, but I know further west does. What am I wearing currently? I am just wearing pelt armor. I don't have any elemental armor. But I have learned, or the schematics for it. Or not the schematics, the technology. Also, this appears to be a dead end. I think I can fly over to this. Well, glide over to this. Because this PAL is more horizontal than most for gliding purposes. There's a cave up there. I'm wanting to go this way, though. There's a cave down here, too. So, just gonna glide over here. And I'll mark this on my map as I pass it, because I will want to probably return to it later. It's level 13. I'll mark it with one of those. Okay. Now, before I get too far into my exploration, I know I'm probably going to need to craft either cold or hot armor, or both. Could probably do both. And we're just gonna head this way, do a bit of exploration. There's another black marketer here, or marketeer. What does he have? Could get a Pen King. They're pretty good all around. But they also know that, and that's why it's 14,000. Relaxarus. Seems pretty expensive for some reason. Alright, I'm gonna mark this as well. I've got the other one marked with a star, so I guess a star will be just fine for this one too. I'll continue on. How far is he away from farther than the other one? So the other one's probably the better one to go to if I need to stop in more often. Got a big metal chunk just sitting in the rock right there. And I apologize in advance if I keep referring to the metal as iron. I do know that it is copper, but iron just seems to be the go-to resource for most crafting. So, again, apologies if I call it iron. I will try to keep calling it copper. Okay, so looks like there is a waypoint that direction. Don't know if I can get there from. but I might be able to from down there. So, I guess we're just gonna go down there. Have a look around as I go. Keep an eye out for pals that are unique or useful. I don't want to level too quickly if I can help it, but you know, it's just something that's going to happen as I go because I don't want to get to seem like to the game that I am too strong, and then it starts sending dangerous stuff at me. Although I think I'm pretty close to that point anyway, so we'll see. Just get a pal soul there to help upgrade stuff later. Oh, that dire howls. Now dead. Okay. I was trying to catch that, buddy. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Nope, that one didn't quite get you. There we go. Camp cleared, I think. Well, except for more dire howls, it seems. Probably catch this one. Good 48% chance. There we go. We'll rescue this sweet. Okay. So there was a teleport beacon over this way. But there's also one over that way. Is it? No, it was this way. Okay, when I said there weren't very many teleporters in the area, I guess I was wrong. Apparently there are quite a few. Sounds like I've angered something. But I guess I'm away from it. Alright. Gliding over here. I think I can probably climb up this little bit. But we'll see. Get my stamina back. And up we go. Yeah. Seems like we're able to get up here just fine. Although I may have not waited long enough for my stamina. I have to wait longer. Okay, here we go. It also seems to be turning night, which I should just go back home and sleep. Because once again, it does get very dark outside at night. Even though there are new pals to come across, I do know that it is, you know, hard to see. So, for viewing benefit, I will sleep the night. And if it comes to a point where I need to be out at night, then I will do so. Alright, fast travel back home. I also need to keep an eye out for secondary bases because I believe, yeah, I can have 2 bases. So I should probably get like a resource base or maybe a ranch base or something going. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what I would need more. The resources that I would obtain from a ranch, like a full-fledged like two of these things, so up to 8 pals producing stuff. Probably Vixie, because Vixie produces spheres and arrows and money, I think. Oh, I also slept through the night, so the Black Marketeer probably changed his selection. Speaking of, I should probably carry money with me. What's this? Cold resistant belt to armor schematic. Right, I need to make armor. Also, I have no money. Okay. Well, I guess that's how it goes. Okay, at the crafting bench, I want to... Oh, that's going to use 30 leather? That's twice as much? Wow. Okay, what am I currently wearing? I am wearing a belt. Both of these cost 15, so I would need more leather if I want to make both. I'm gonna go with the heat-resistant one first, I think. So, and get to crafting. Looks like we're getting help from, what is this, Patalia, I think? So, not too bad. Alright. Now, pelt armor is 35 defense. I believe this is slightly better. And still has the same health. So, gonna put that on. And I'm gonna store this schematic somewhere else. Okay. Over here it looks like the berries are done. So let me need more ore. Okay. I may have to do some harvesting as well, instead of just exploring. So there's some extra berries for the pals. And how are we doing over here? So something that happened, and I can't remember if I said this last time, is there was a new update to the game. It made it so that a lot of situations where the pals would get stuck on terrain or fall through the terrain and become injured and whatnot, a lot of that has stopped happening. So this does run a little bit better, or the camp runs a little bit better than it used to. But I think that, like, one of the reasons I am not doing a second camp yet, even though I did mention it just not 10 minutes ago, is that it seems like everything stops working when you're not there. So I don't want to make a second camp because it will basically serve no purpose at the moment. Once pals actually start doing stuff while you're away, then I feel like I can make a second camp. Alright, let's get some of this smelting. Guys are planting berries. Do have wheat going here as well. So I have not processed it into flour, but you are putting the wheat probably over here. Yeah. So I could make better food for myself if I need to. For the moment, though, we're gonna continue exploring. So, back over here. And I believe that there were multiple. Oh, hold on. That's not a Fox Sparks. Let's grab one of these. Oh, another thing you may notice, that's changed. I don't know why. Again, might have been a new bug introduced as part of the major patch. Is it shows up as Japanese when you throw a pal ball or pal sphere. So I know that's a little bit of a thing, and it does change back to English afterwards. So I'm not too worried about it. It's just a little bit odd seeing a different language pop up temporarily. Okay. Now there were, back this way, like 2 other teleportation spots. So I kind of want to head back over here and see if I can find them. Oh, there's an egg just sitting right there. I'll pick that up. And again, one of the changes I made to the server, it's a large egg too, is incubation time is actually 0 because 2 was too much and 1 was, I guess, still a little too much for streaming purposes. So, alright, we want to head this way, it seems. Oh, hi. Or this way. So we have one to the west, one to the north. I think the west is going to require me to go to the next island, though. So it could be a lot more dangerous, or it could be easier. I can't remember. So let's head over and find out. I'm guessing harder, because that's just how it tends to go. The further away from the starting point you are, the more difficult things become. Just in general, of course. There are quite a few starting locations on the map, so there is that to think about it. Huh? Oh, there we are. Oh, but I kind of see over the ridge right there something I was looking for. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. So over here we have a vanworm. They are aggressive. So I will take an opportunity to go after it first. Apparently it chooses not to fly up here first. Okay. I guess it technically is on the ground. Oh. Let me bring it around so it's not in the water. I'm over here. Maybe even get my shield back. Oh, nope. It is now up here. Missed it. Ow. Just gonna hide behind a tree if we can. because nothing serves better than as a shield than a immovable object in between you and them. Alright, I'm gonna try to catch it at this point. Oh, missed it. I don't know why that happened. Oh, hold on. Looks like a part 2 recommended 3. Hope is all well and fun. Yeah, it's going good, I think. Might be in a little bit of a trouble if I don't catch this thing. But I'm gonna try. Oh, I'm on fire. That's not good. Alright. That's enough of this. And... 8 hit points left. Okay. Also, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. Sorry, I was a little occupied with a giant angry bird at the moment. So... Right over here is my destination. Probably should have gotten this first. Just in case something bad happened. That very nearly did happen. Alright, so we got that one. We have a level 23 boss to the south. Again, I'm only level 20, so I don't feel like I should be trying those kinds of things quite yet. So now there was another marker to the north here that I wanted to check out. Just kind of activating all the fast travel points as I go, as I find them. You know, and you never know when or where you're gonna want to go. Oh, stuck on some rocks. And then again, I need to find like a place where I could build a second base or just a good resource spot near one of these teleporters. Okay, so this is right over here. Okay, I can definitely tell I'm in a more difficult area because there are megaspheres just lying around. Oh, effigy. These, of course, are hidden everywhere. But, yeah. Alright. Found that. So just 3 of them within range, I guess. So I'm guessing that's about 600 or so, because I could see both of these waypoints from the other one, or from the middle here. So it's a good way to, well, yeah, 270 is how far this one is away. So yeah, that's about 300, 600. Okay. Now, where do I want to go? I was trying to go a bit southwest. So I think I'm gonna head east here just a moment to clear out this little bit of fog so it doesn't annoy me. Oh, a little more. And good enough. And then we're going to travel back to the south and head further west, I think. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I need new resources Um, I'm going to be getting into gunpowder within the next level or two, so I need to find a source of sulfur. And I do kind of know where there's a good resource, but I also know it is in a very dangerous area that I cannot get to really all that well. And that's the volcano over there. It's um, filled with dangerous creatures. All of them are fiery types or possibly rock types as well. Um, and they're, 50% higher level than I am, so they're like level 30 plus. So I don't think I can do thing to them. What is this? Univolt level 31. Again, another world boss that I'm going to leave be for the time being. And we're just gonna have a look around. There he is right there. I will not get inside of him. What's this? This is a skill fruit, I think. Fire skill Ignis Blast, which is a uncommon skill, so I don't know if I need it. Most of the fire things I have will probably already start with it or get it within a few levels. This is seemingly wolf-heavy territory, though. So I need to be a little careful. And we got, okay, 2 more till I don't need them anymore. I know that there were just 2 of them right there, but I'm in no hurry to catch them either. So this is all well and good. Alright. Looks like there is an effigy right there hiding behind a rock. We also got an egg down there. So I'm going to take a quick glide over here and pick him up. I think I have enough stamina to climb all of that. Alright, up here and up here. And that looks like a boss area, so I am not going into it. And I guess back across we go. Glad I was able to obtain one of these Kilamaris so early, because it makes traveling much easier than your starting glider. Oh, there's another effigy down there. And an egg. You know what? Back across we go, I guess. No teleporters in sight, though. This one's a frozen egg. Once we get back to home, we'll have a look at some of these eggs, or I guess all of the eggs that I've picked up. Well, that looks like a treasure over there. And we're back to just the basic pal spheres. So this must be considered a little bit of an easier zone. I suppose right down here would be a starting point, so that would make sense. Alright, let's go get the treasure quick. And this isn't really any faster. but I suppose over rocky terrain it might be a little easier to glide. Alright, nothing much. Just golden arrows and I guess a pal soul, which is good. As soon as I figure out which one I want, which pal I want to upgrade.
Yep.
Also, accessory that lowers neutral damage, accessory that raises attack. Okay, interesting. I don't know where I got the neutral ring. I mean, I must have obtained it, you know, during a dungeon run or something. But I don't remember getting it. Okay, so we're getting to the edge of this island. There is a teleporter that way. But I also see this tree right here. This is another one of those skill trees. Again, I don't know if I'm ever going to use these skill fruit, but I suppose I could get lucky and come across something that I want. So we'll harvest those. Another Ignis Blast, Aqua Gun, and I guess this one is rare, so that might be a little bit better. Sand Tornado. And darkness is falling again. I'm not making very much progress during a day, am I? Well, there's a teleporter right down here. So, once again, we'll head... Oh, there's a treasure right up there, isn't it? Oh well. Once again, we'll head back home, sleep for the night, then continue traveling when it is lighter out. So, back over here. And I suppose, guess I need to pick all of this up, because they're too busy farming to gather. I mean, they're not. Oh, wait, yes they are. They are planting. Okay. But then they haul the stuff all the way over there. That might not be the best place to put the food then. Might want to put the food over here. That's not what I wanted. This is. Okay, and I wanted to build another storage chest. I kind of want to make them a little bit further apart so that the pals can fit through them. Hopefully that's far enough apart. Oh, I didn't know the flambell would help out with crafting. Interesting. Okay, let me put some stuff in here. I know it's in another chest as well. I'll fix that in a moment. Oh, and it's nighttime, so I need the cold armor, or need not to wear the hot armor. And where did I build? I think it's over here. Incubator. Alright, so we're going to do that. See what we've obtained here. And got another Swede. And a fire type. We have a fox sparks, okay. Nothing great. And finally we have a large dark egg, which is a Nox. It's a ferocious Nox. Okay. So if I wanted to have a combat pet, it would get a bonus. However, it is level 1, so I would have to train it up and everything like that. Alright, how are we on ammo? We still have 100 shots, so we should be good there. Only the hairband is really close to breaking. Have I found the next stronger thing? Oh, that's over at level 23. That's a ways away still. Okay, so back to the west, I think. And this way. Kind of a southwest, I guess. Seems to be the easiest way to travel. Looks like there is a cave over here that I will certainly mark for future exploration. And as usual, the low-level creatures that we'll come across. Oh, there's an egg right here too. Nice. Okay, this is also level 13. Let's put a little bit of a marker there. Pick up this egg. And I'm going to have a look behind this waterfall because... or a closer look at... Stop climbing. Closer look, because I know there are... obviously, like, the usual thing is, oh, every game hides something behind a waterfall, right? But in this case, it looks like there is nothing. So, maybe a different waterfall. Alright, just continuing on the island. Unfortunately, I don't get a good view of what's up there. But I do get a view of what's over here. And it looks like there's another effigy. Which are great. Or supposedly great. I'm not sure how much upgrading your catch rate actually is. Because, like, Palsphere basic is capture power of 7. The next one up is a 14. If each of these upgrades that I'm getting with the effigies is only a capture power of 1, then it's not that great. But if it's like 5 or something, then, you know, maybe it's a bit better. I don't know, though, because it doesn't say. I haven't looked to see if, oh, hold on. I haven't looked to see if anyone has figured out, like, the hard numbers of it or something. This is sulfur. I was not expecting to find this outside. Well, I guess we're fairly close to the volcano. But I'll just mark that there. Maybe I'll be able to find some more around here. Because sulfur is what I'm looking for. As I mentioned, we're getting close to gunpowder. In fact, next level. And there's an egg. Another large one. Awesome. I am just going to swim across here. Hold on. Yeah, there's nothing. There are no waypoints. So I'm going to try to go into the volcano area, but I do know that it is very dangerous. So I may be leaving it shortly after. Just a bit of interesting architecture. Or natural architecture, I guess. And if I am heading over that way, I should probably put on this for more defense, some fire resistance. It's like that. Now, I don't think I can climb up any of this. Doesn't look like there's any ledges. Not like over there. Oh, look at that. I'm not going to get it. I probably should, but I don't want to be distracted by every single effigy. I'd get nothing done if that were the case, because they are, in fact, everywhere. I'll save it for when I have a better mode of transportation. So, could I get up this high, though? This looks like it might be a bit of a ledge that I can stand on. It does take most of my stamina to get up to it. But, you know, that's fine. This part, though, I'm uncertain if I can even climb it. Alright, I am just scaling the air. Wonderful. Best mountain climber ever. Okay. And there's an egg down there. Well, it's going to stay down there now that I'm up here. Alright, can't get around the tree that way for some reason. Alright, and there is the waypoint. Oh, but there's another egg over here as well. So again, we've got some giant statues carved of something. I don't know what those are supposed to be. I'm guessing probably powerful pals that exist. I don't know. They seem to be the same thing. So kind of centaur-like. I wonder if this is just a marking of, hey, this area is dangerous, please don't go here unless you're prepared, type of thing. Alright, gonna unlock that. Gonna grab this treasure over here. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. And then we're going to head in this way, and probably fairly shortly be running back out again. Okay. Daytime, though, is just fine. We've got some 25s and 30s up there. Oh, there's a Pyrin, or probably a Pirin. And, you know, I'm just trying to find sulfur, like that right there, which is the direction that the horse is walking. Wonderful. Maybe I can stay out of its view. No, it just seems to be going that way. Alright, let's go this way instead. There's also a vanworm, which I do not want to get spotted by. I had trouble enough with a level 13. Don't need to anger a level 30. Okay, here is... Oh, there's two more vanworms. Mark this as a binding spot so I can later go directly to it. Oh, that's actually moving this way. And there we go. Maybe I can work my way around this way a bit. Still looking around for resources though. Oh, I don't know if those are aggressive or not. I mean, the vanworms are certainly aggressive. I don't know if the kelp sea is. But that one has traveled far enough to the south, I guess, at this point, that I can probably work my way around this way. Unless it turns around, of course. Those two are still far enough away. Oh, this. Just hidden in the, what is this, bone? I suppose a large bone? I don't think I knew this one is here. I did know of some of those other ones. Oh, I should also mark this on the map if it's far enough away from the other one. So something like that. Then we'll head over maybe to this one over here. And then we're going to leave. Because, I mean, I don't really need this yet. Not until I gain a level. Right now I probably should be focusing more on copper. But with this marked as well, that should give me 3 stacks, or not 3 stacks, 4 sulfur piles that I know of. So I'll just put that there as well. I don't know if flambells are aggressive. What is this? A Wixen. I don't know if it's aggressive either, so I'm just going to keep my distance, try to stay behind things, and head out of here. Okay. So I did say I also wanted to go a bit south as well. Mainly because as far as things go, there looks to be a ton of area up there, but not so much down here. So if I explore to the south first, then you know, I will have this edge of the map covered that much sooner. Whereas if I go to the center and the north part, it will, there's just so much more to it. Alright, gonna put that stuff there, that there, but keep this stuff. Not gonna build this schematic anytime soon. And we've got a couple of eggs to hatch. So let's quickly check them out and then get back to it. Alright, what do we have here? We've got a verdant egg, which gives us a cinnamoth. Okay, first cinnamoth I've found. Another fire egg. which gives us a Ignis Kelpsie, which I just saw for the first time as well. And finally, another large dark egg. It's going to be another Nox. No, it's a Tombat. Okay. And I gained a level from that too. So, let's go down here. Definitely gunpowder. A musket and coarse ammo. So I guess this is just similar to the crossbows and bows that I've had previously. So the coarse ammo for musket. Oh, and makeshift handgun. Okay, so more than just one weapon. Takes a long time to load. Need coarse ammo. Okay. I mean, I'll give it a shot. I do have some spare points. But I need more ingots and pal oil. What have I found that gave pal oil? Don't want to like click through everything. I think it was this thing that gave it to me. But it doesn't tell me because I haven't actually captured one. So sorry for all the animal noises. I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason to what would give me the oil. Maybe the slime guy? Nope. It's probably one of these that I just haven't actually captured yet. So like one of these jolt hogs. Ow, Celeray, Woolly Pop, or maybe further up. Did I get it from the sweet? Nope, those are just wool. Ah, the Grintail. I did fight that. That was up here. So, I guess I'm gonna have to go fight that again. Okay, so as far as points go for expenditure, I put 5 into stamina, 5 into health to get up to 1,000. A couple in work speed, and it looks like the rest of it's just going into weight because I like to be able to carry a bunch of stuff. Since it seems like Big Cat is where I obtain this oil, I guess this one's probably a better one to go to. It looks like it's a little closer. Guess I'm gonna have to go get some more oil from this. Don't necessarily need to capture it, I guess. Because it would be a little difficult to catch. It's level 17, so I believe that I am either going to use a lot of blue spheres or it's like a 50-50 with the green spheres. I believe is how it goes. Alright, so it's there. I do have this little guy with me. So let's go ahead and do this. And start this off just like this. Oh. I suppose I should. Ow. Okay. Try to keep this guy alive a little bit better. dodge it with a jump. So I'll just take the hit. Because there's nothing to hide behind nearby. Oh, I was looking away. Right, those kind of attacks. Oh, it's going after me. Those kind of attacks can lead the target, I guess. So I have to remember to stop dodging to avoid them. Ah, but that was just one pal oil. There must have been something else that I fought then, because I think I have 3 at the base. And I know I haven't defeated this guy 3 times. Well, I say that. I don't recall defeating him 3 times. Alright. Back across here. Bring this home. I think this is only 4. I do want to say that it's the Woolly Pop that I was getting the stuff from. But let me see how much I have here. I do have 3. Well, I have 4 now. So, oh, not technology. This, where does this inhabit? Right over here. Maybe not. Because I don't think I had explored this area yet. It's gotta be something else then. Maybe this? Habitat unknown. Okay. And it just drops Venom Bland. Okay. So, again, sorry for all the PAL noises. Just need to cycle through these and see which one drops what I'm looking for. No, nothing. None of those. That was gunpowder, that was milk. I looked at those. Honey, lettuce, and wheat. Okay, interesting. And then these, of course, don't say anything. But this guy. No. Wheat. Oh. Did I run across these before? I mean, I must have. I've got one, right? Yeah, I have one right here. Okay, so maybe I got one from them. Alright, let me... T-Fent and Fwack? Usually enough, they seem to be flying. Alright, let me take a look. T-Fent. T-Fent. Nope, that's PAL fluid. Oh, I'm cold. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta switch out of the armor. I guess that also means it's nighttime. I'm looking for the oil. So I'm looking for this stuff, the high quality PAL oil. Sorry. PAL fluid is slightly different, and I do know that I need a lot of that as well. So yeah, T-Fents and Fwax. Apologies, no worries. I get them confused as well. I I may have said pal fluids by mistake, so apologies on my part if I did. Um, I mean, I guess I technically only need one more. So if I could find. Okay, so I had. Oops. I had three. So I just obtained one. So one was from the cat that I just fought. A second was from the cat that I fought last time. One would be from the Flambell. Where did I get the last one then? Let me check the PAL box. Maybe I have two Flambells? The devs sure did seem to have a sense of humor with some of the PAL names, albeit some of the turns of phrase they reference can be a bit lowbrow. True. Some of them, uh, like some of them seem kind of interesting, like the Killamari instead of calamari. Um, I'm unsure about how the chipmunk one is pronounced. I've thought of like three different ways that it could be. So it could be lift monk because it sounds like a chipmunk. It could be life monk because I don't know. It's good at planting and growing and medicine and all that. Or it could be leaf monk because it is, grass type. Uh, I personally think that it is probably leaf monk, but you know, it all depends on uh, how you want to pronounce it, I guess. So since it's night again, we're gonna sleep. It's a green Eevee Pokemon. Fair enough. Yeah, yeah. I, I I do notice a lot of similarities, but I'm not gonna say whether or not their their ideas came from Pokemon or if it came from real life versions of a similar creature, because both could be correct. And I don't know them, so you know, I can't say one way or the other. Brain just does that because I saw the show as a kid, and yeah, that's true. And that's what a lot of people are doing with this. They see it and they compare it to. I mean, it's not just the creatures. It's games in general as well. You get a combat game that's really difficult. That's really uh, hard to progress. If you die, all your stuff drops on the ground. You have to go recover it. It's referred to as a Souls-like because it is similar to, Dark Souls. Human mind does that and a lot of funky things. It's true. The human mind does a lot of things that you don't necessarily want it to. Um, okay, has the ore come back? It has. So I'm just gonna mine this up real quick. I believe these return on a daily basis, or maybe every other day. Um, so we'll just mine this up, get some more metal being uh, smelted. And we'll see about, I suppose it's a new day. I don't know if the creatures respawn like when it becomes morning, or if it's like a full 24 hours have to pass. So let me go back out here and see if this cat has come back. Because if it has, I'm just going to go ahead and get the last PAL oil that I need. Not to be confused with PAL fluid. Okay. Yeah, I am running the right way. And he has returned. Someone once suggested I continue my Elden Ring playthrough to New Game Plus. I said that, or I could just put my tender bits into a vice and squeeze. I did not get good. You know, I understand. I personally am not very good with uh, fighting games, combat games, that sort of thing. Um, I it took me 15 streams to finally get through Hades. My last stream of that was just yesterday. And when I say get through it, I mean get through the story of it. So, you know, it took me a while to do all of that. All right, let's get ready for this. It's interesting that none of that was hitting like oh, a weak point. I wonder if it just can't be. Oh, that one almost got me. That one did get me because I was standing still. Ah, right. It also gets me if I'm moving. Ah, perfect timing. And you know, I might as well try to catch it. 17% chance. No? Alright, fine. It broke my armor. Well, just the hairband, I guess. That's fine. I'll repair it home. But, I mean, yeah, there's uh, just in general, we tend to compare things to other things that we already know about. So, um, I don't know. It's a little funny, but a little concerning at times too. Just because then we start uh, fitting everything into this a single category, or you know, those. Oh, let me get to a safe place before I start reading. Just talking trash Boston style to every boss I cheesed in Elden Ring, only because they couldn't hurt me. Then I beat the game and decided it was time to go for a hike instead of trash talking to Digital Code. Yeah, sometimes sometimes it's good to just get up and step away from the computer or console for a decent amount of time. Um, right, I was getting this stuff to be able to craft. Nope, that's a sphere bench. This one. There's the ammo. Where does it need to be crafted again? Go down here. Weapon workbench. Might not have built a weapon workbench yet, have I? Doesn't look like it. Quite the I have made an error moment. Indeed. Okay. Weapon workbench it seems I need. And for that I need nails, 10 of them. I do have enough ingots to do that. I've also got some extra ones right here. stuff away. I always worry when I put something from the top row away, because I can never remember if it's something I needed to have, like spheres, or if it was something that just happened to make it up there like bread. Alright, help out with the crafting a bit. Get some nails done, get a weapons workbench done. I'm going to assume that it is faster at crafting weapons than anything else. And also that only weapons can be crafted at it. And I don't really have a spot that I want to place this. My base management isn't necessarily great. I don't know what's going to get in the way of all the pals. Like, building all this stuff in the center, probably not where I should build it. I should probably have all of these on the edges, and then the places where the pals are in the center. But I really wish I could move this thing. I like, within the circle that I've placed down. Be nice. Looks like I can upgrade the base though, because that's what I needed to build, is the weapon workbench. Next I need a fluffy pal bed and another pal deployed. Okay, the pal bed is 3 levels away, so it's going to be a while for that. So instead, we're going to see about making a musket, which it looks like I need more ingots for. Well, didn't I just put some of those away? There's 13. Huh. Okay. I think there's another metal over here. Like right there. So, let me get some more of this. I don't really know how the musket is going to work. In my other games that I've played, I think I bypassed it and the makeshift handgun because, I don't know, the makeshift handgun just kind of makes me think that it's not great just because it's a makeshift one. And it just kind of reminds me of the, what's it called? The pipe weapons in Fallout. I never really liked them. Oh, and I just broke the pick. So, I don't know, it's just a bit of an avoidance issue I have with it. Just because, I don't know. I didn't like the looks of the pipe weapons. I didn't like the clunkiness, I guess, of them. And so I'd rather just skip them and go to whatever's next. That being said, you know, the musket at least doesn't look like it's cobbled together by my hands. It looks like an actual gun. So I'm okay with using it. Do need to repair. That's going to use 2 of the ingots that I need. So that puts me at 16. I need 9 of these. So that's going to be a little bit. Okay then. While that's working on that, let me put this away. And I realize that these pals are going to mess up with any organization that's going to be, that I'm going to try to do. And that's just how it's going to be. Uh, okay, I was over here, did some of that. I wanted to head south. Just do a little exploration in this direction. I have less than 100 arrows, but that should still be fine. As long as I don't get into too much combat, which could happen, I suppose. You know, I am right next to a volcano. There's an egg up there, but I might not be able to climb up it. And I'm already moving on, so, you know, I do try to stay focused when I can, when I think about it. Um, I know so many people that are just like, uh, my goal is right there, but I see this little shiny thing and that little sparkle, and oh, what's this over here? And oh, there's an egg. I'm gonna go get that, so I'm gonna go off in a different direction. And I try to avoid that when I can. All right, and that is, yeah, that's the waypoint that I just started at. All right, so from the looks of things, there's a wall going across that way. So I might not have much to explore. There's a treasure right here, though. Hyper spear? That'll be good. Sphere. Sorry, I said spear on accident. And there's an egg over here. I have no problems gathering, grabbering. Sorry. I have no problems getting that while I'm walking past. Also, I didn't think about getting back the way I came. Oh, more sulfur. I will definitely mark this. Again, um, most of it is probably going to be found in the volcano, and that'll probably be the easiest stuff to obtain. But just in case um, it turns out like it's really dangerous on a trip, I want to have more, access to more sulfur uh, if I need to. Again, there are effigies across the water, but, well, this one's actually pretty far down the slope, so I could probably make it across. Hopefully. Alright. Maybe not. Looks like I'm just swimming the rest of the way. There's a little bit of land over here to stand on. Ooh. But it is a drop-off. Interesting.
Yep.
Alright. And since I can't actually get across by gliding, I'm just going to swim back because, well, uses less stamina. Is that more sulfur? Maybe. Uses less stamina and is quicker because I can sprint, or I can swim quickly, I guess. That, well, maybe that's a corner of a wall. Maybe it just comes down that way and then heads west again. Is this sulfur? It looks like it. So yeah. Grab this one too. All right. What was I opening this up for? I don't know. I had a thought. Oh, I was meaning to open this up to mark it on the map. That's what I was doing. Okay. So it does look like the wall goes out into the water, which it certainly does. But still, maybe I can get around it. And if not, then maybe I'll just explore that other island across the way. Because I'd like to get back to home base before it gets dark. But I also don't want to backtrack. Ooh, a bit of a glitchy texture there. Well, two textures fighting for the right to be in front, I guess. And sometimes happens when you put two different items close together. It's okay. There's an egg right there. Oh, hi, buddy. Let's just catch him before he becomes a nuisance. I said catch him. There we go. This is another large dark egg. Yep. Okay, music's gone. Now, can I go this way? That seems pretty far. So I don't think I want to try it. So then I guess we are exploring the island. Got a Dinosaur over here. Don't see too many of them. But I also don't really need them. I think I've got one at the base that's working on planting and chopping trees. So don't think I need more than that. Unless, of course, I happen to come across a lucky pal. Which I haven't really come across too many in my playthrough. I mean, there's this one right here that I'm using. Lovingly call those boars Poomba. Indeed. All right. Now, I am kind of circling around this island and going back, but there is a lot of stuff to explore down this way as well. Although it does look like it's a high cliffside, so I don't know if I'll be able to get up there or not. Bowling for buzzards. Oh, there's a green something. Is that another effigy? Maybe? Gonna have to say probably. Seems to be glowing bright enough for one. It is partially waterlogged though. There we go. Get some more of those. Okay. I thought that was something other than just a cat. Just sail across these rocks here. It looks like this might... Oh, here's a level 23. The numbers in this game kind of confuse me. Like, I see a lot of specific numbers. Like 23 appears a lot, 13 appears a lot for dungeons. Um, what's the other ones? Um, so yeah, like 23, 23. I guess 11. Um, I'm just kind of curious where they came up with these numbers. Like so many 23s, but only a few 11s. Things like that. Why not have like fives and eights and 12s and, you know, uh, more variety rather than a whole bunch of things at one number sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe it's like I've played Ark before, but back when it first came out, so I have no idea what it's like nowadays. Maybe it's a bit of a take on that game style or that game play style. Um, but I don't know personally. And you know, it's okay. I certainly am able to deal with it. It just seems a bit odd that there are so many things at a single number. And uh, not just at a single number, but at a single number that's not a 5 or a 10 or a 15, you know? Maybe they're trying to break away from that sort of thinking as well. I don't know. Is this another egg? Looks like it. And there's a teleporter up ahead. Wonderful. I knew this place was pretty barren of teleporters, but I wasn't expecting only one. I thought there was another one along the way as well. There we are. We'll head to that. Just because it's so dark. I mean, sure, it's a little bit okay. You have the mist over there, but I think that mist is probably trying to hide something more than anything. And so it's just showing up a thick white rather than the darkness that everything else has. Something that works good during the day, works well during the day, sorry, but not so well at night. Okay, back home. Foxspark should be done with the forging. And then I can set this to start production. But then we'll sleep. Right? Everything's waking up. Now, something I wasn't really thinking about is like some of these tables are going to make other ones obsolete as it progresses. I think I've managed to remove everything that doesn't serve a purpose. So like we do just have the one medicine table. We have our upgraded workbench. We have our sphere bench. So we no longer need the basic workbench. Yeah, looks like we have replaced all the unneeded stuff. Um, sorry, I was just looking around the camp, seeing if I could see anything else. But it doesn't seem like it. So, we should be good. And I know I have a little bit of ammo for this, but I will probably want to make more. Alright, musket. So, crossbow, attack power of 280. Musket has attack power of 1,000. So 4 times that of the crossbow. I'm willing to give it a shot, but not... Why did I just... Interesting. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Slower aiming like that, faster like that. Okay, just like other ranged weapons. I have 3 bullets on me. So let me see where I've got the rest of them. There we are. There's another 40. Restock on some of these arrows. Probably drop off the sulfur. Again, I have no idea what just was put in here, but I think it was stuff I don't need. No, no. There's the spheres again. Take that back. Alright, looks like we've got some more eggs. Let's take a look at what new creatures, whatever, pals. This one is a common egg. So get a dire howl. Only need 1 more of those. A scorching egg once again. You get another ignis kelpsy. And another large dark egg. What's in this one? Another tombat. So I think the size of the egg isn't necessarily a rarity of the creature. I think it's more of, you know, the size of the creature. So like this guy would be a small egg or a normal egg. This might be a large egg or possibly a huge. I don't know. Like human size would probably be a large egg, since I'm kind of going with that. We got a tombat. Although Nox was a large egg. And Nox is this little guy right here. So if I just do this, let me step out of base real quick so he doesn't go running off working immediately. So this is considered large. I don't know why. That, I would say, would be small. But yeah, let me swap them back out for the Cativa I've placed in here, because... And I'm not sure why I'm carrying that one around. I should probably carry it around like the Dazi or something. Get its level up. You know what? Let's just do that. Get the Dazi up. It's an electric type, so could probably use it for helping capture stuff, that sort of thing. Because electricity tends to stun stuff. Okay, let me do a bit of a comparison. Equip the crossbow. Okay, so there's a good comparison right over here. So over here we've got 2 level 5 daydreams. Get up fairly close. We do that. That is a good amount of their health. That was a crit. So let's do a similar thing like that. That was 2,000. Okay. So that was a bunch more. Granted, I am a much higher level, so that's why all of that did as much damage as it did. But I just wanted to see, like, how much of a difference. Because I'm thinking I'm going to do this. Since I don't need my axe all that much, I'm going to have these four as my primary stuff. So when I need to get their health down quickly, I'll use this. The crossbow will be an intermediate because it does medium amounts of damage and reloads faster. And then the bow will be for when I'm needing to make their health just that little bit more, but they still have too much, or they don't have enough for a crossbow shot. Okay, so that was down here. Okay. Where do I want to go next? I did kind of want, again, this direction, but I don't think I can. And then up here, I think I want to go up here again, because that is where I came across the lower level Valworms, or Vanworms? Valworms? Something like that. So, I want to catch one of those because I think those are a good mount to use for flying. And I would like to have a flying mount. Oh, hi. Yeah, running, and missed it. I hit something back there, though. Maybe I don't aim. Maybe I just fire from the hip. Yeah, that seems to do the trick. And we get our ammo back from these guys. Wonderful. Okay. Let's have a look for a Vanworm. Let me just look it up. This flying thing that's in here somewhere. Vanworm. So like the vehicle, van. Or maybe like the title, Von. Alright, there's two of them here. Is this too much? Well, not if I miss. Okay, its tail is not a place to shoot it. Okay, that is too much. Let's get a distraction out. Otherwise, we're going to end up in the same problem as last time. Oh. If I let it fight, it seems to be winning. Alright. That should be enough. Or not. There we go. Vanworm. And let me see what level its ability's at. Right, there's a Nightwing. I think that's the first one that you could get. Oh, it is in fact my level. Well then. that tells me I should probably um, make it and get myself a bit of a better way to travel, or a better way to travel in some places. So that is crafted here. What am I missing? Just more metal. It's almost like that's a necessary item that's needed for uh, technology progression. I have not spent much time with gathering as I probably should. But there's a little bit of a reason for that. So, like, I don't want to just come over to a source of metal and just be mining at it all the time, because this probably isn't all that entertaining to people. You know, I'm just standing here picking at a stone. It's not very visually entertaining, I guess. Maybe audibly, I don't know. Maybe you like the constant tick tack of the pick hitting rock, that sort of thing. Um, but part of what I was looking for is I know that there are um, pals that uh, that help with finding stuff like that out, and they're fairly efficient at it too. So I was hoping I could find one of them before too long. But uh, what I'm looking for is evading for the time being. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do that. But at the same time, I also was looking for other things. You know, I need a source for sulfur. I need, you know, I guess charcoal. Um, Looks like these are being emptied fairly well, or maybe they're just not filling up. Do I have something that is currently capable of mining? I do. Okay. And thank you, Kativa, for answering that for me. But I should see if I have anything that could do better. So, okay, this guy is going into the party. Haven't even looked at this premise for some reason. It's ferocious and has a burly body, so maybe it's really good. Because if I look at this stuff, you know, you have an attack plus 20 and a defensive plus 20, so then again, this only says 5%. What's going on here? Oh, because it's also a masochist. And attack minus 15%, but defense plus 15%, so its defense is plus 35%. That's kind of funny. Okay. Oh, these guys can mine. Like something. That's probably why I have the Kativa in here, is because it's a runner and artisan. So it can get to places really fast and do good work. Its work speed is 105. I've got like 3 artisans right here. Versus I think 70 is the standard work speed otherwise. So let me just throw this guy in. He can help out with planting and mining and hauling. So, or not planting, harvesting. But this one does just as well planting and harvesting on our own. This one helps with planting and then goes chops wood. Um, Anything else? There's a mining of one, but I mean, I've got a mining of two, so probably don't need it. This would just be harvesting wood, and I think this is what I had before the Dinosaur. But I don't think I want to. Oh, but don't I have the Capridy in here? No, I swapped them out for something, I guess. Okay. Because like having a bunch of abilities they can do is good, but it also has a drawback. So like this leaf monk can plant crops, they can craft stuff, they can harvest crops, they can chop wood, and they can make medicine. The problem with being able to do all of that, though, is you want them to do all of it. So they aren't necessarily going to be able to chop wood because they're too busy planting and gathering. And then, of course, crafting or building seems to take a high priority over everything else. So if you're gonna craft like a building, pretty much everyone drops what they're doing in order to go help you. So I don't know. And I'm kind of looking for tier 2s at this point rather than just tier 1s, and I don't think I have much of that. I wouldn't mind seeing like a tier 2 farm, or what is that? Yeah, farming. Just because that'd be interesting, but I think there's only tier 1s for farming. Oh well. Oh, although I just thought about this. So I have two Vixie down here. One is an artisan, one is not. But I have three more up here that aren't necessarily good or bad. What I should probably do is put this Vixie in the party for a moment. And I think I might not have the technology for it. Oh, I do. I do have it. I just haven't built it because of iron problems. Or copper problems, sorry. Oh, and I also need another bed. Let me get that first. Otherwise, something's gonna start getting stressed. Or maybe all of them are gonna get stressed faster. I don't know how it works. Gonna have to put the Vixie back for a moment. What was I building? I was getting metal in order to build saddle. And then I also thought about building one of these. So I do need more ingots, I need more palladium. That shouldn't be so difficult. There's palladium right here. Another one right here. Then I see metal right down here. So I'm going to go grab this real quick as well. And then we'll see about getting this condenser made. Because something interesting about the condenser is you can basically take five pals and condense them down into one, and their abilities go up. Very much like um, some of the I don't know what type of games they are, but like Azure Lane, a Concole, that sort of thing, where you get extras to make one of them stronger, basically. Copper problems sound like something a doctor in a sitcom would bring up. Main character spends the whole episode trying to fix their copper problem. Yeah, Seinfeld missed an opportunity. Well, I mean, oh, what just happened to that guy? He seems to have fallen through the world. That tree is going to be interesting every time I approach from this direction. Just looks like an ominous glowing tree from that angle. But in reality, it is just the baseline that's going along it. Okay, we got more, or obtained more of this. So let's get the Fox Sparks working on that rather than standing in the food. But let's see, time of day is almost over. So let's just go ahead and sleep the night. And we'll let them get back to their work. Well, they technically didn't even go to sleep because I went to sleep. Oh, the saddle is done. We'll grab this. And now I can ride the bird. And I can fly. Pay to hear Kramer going about copper problems. Bursts in, bag full of copper bracelets and copper tech socks. All right, that's enough metallic humor even as your phone misbehaves. Well, no worries. I mean, I am a bit understanding more nowadays than before that typing errors do happen, especially with autocorrect. For the longest time, I was always thinking, oh, you're sitting at your computer at your keyboard. You should be able to type this out, or you're being lazy and not typing out a full word or something like that. But, I understand more nowadays. The finest technology, and we were raised thinking we'd have flying cars. That's true. I mean, just look at oh, what was it? It was Back to the Future 2, where they went far into the future of 2015, where at least I think it was 2015, because it was like 1985. They went or something like that. Anyway, it was there were like flying cars for you could get it for the low price of 29,999 or something like that. Um, but yeah, phones have gone actually back and forth for me. Like some of them were great, like the ones that you could turn sideways and have big letters to type with, whereas now like the smartphones, a lot of them are small enough that the keypad is just so much smaller and you can't really use your thumbs to type. Otherwise, you're like fumbling over all the letters. At least in my case. Um, but I don't know. Overall, I think they're better than they used to be. Celebrated that Back to the Future moment in 2015 when it came. A bit of my herbal medicine. Big fan of the trilogy. I am too. And, I know it's never going to be remade or anything because that was what the family that owns the rights to the movie, I believe, said they do not want these movies to be remade and will keep it that way as long as they possibly can. And so, in that way, you know, you won't get all these different versions of the same movie. Um, Not saying that different versions of the movies are bad, but like now we're coming across, like recently we just got another um, Willy Wonka movie, I think came out in December, and I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard that it's okay. Um, but now we have three of Wonka. They did a good job. Okay. Um, I will, probably be getting it on uh, DVD or something uh, when it comes out on that because, I like having a physical copy of movies that I watch because I do watch them multiple times. Sometimes an actor does so well that all else falls short. Exactly. Like, um, again, not saying that the current generation is worse than the previous one, but like uh, when an example I can think of is like Disney's doing a bunch of remakes now. They're remaking all their classics in live action and whatnot. Um, like Will Smith, I think, was probably looking at a a hard. What am I trying to think of? So he played Genie. So you know, filling in Robin Williams' shoes was probably a difficult thing for him. I never watched the live action, so I don't know how well he did. But you know, if he did great, awesome. But again, like whenever I think of Aladdin, or when I think of Genie in Aladdin, I think of Robin Williams. And that's just because probably that's the first one I saw, and Robin Williams has done an excellent job in many of the things he did. A different origin story than was referenced in the Depp movie. I found an amazing backstory to the Willy Wonka character. Oh, cool. Second genie was Homer Simpson. Okay. All right. And that was all I heard due to the voice actor being the voice of Homer. Ah, I see. And there you have another thing, actors can get shoehorned into uh roles um like everyone knows this actor because they voiced this character or because they acted as this character like um uh other did I put something away I didn't want to again. I'm miss Okay, I was missing whatever was here. Arrows. That's what I put away. I need to keep my arrows. Um but sorry, I lost my train of thought. Will Smith also tried his darndest, but old Mr. Williams can't ever be copied. And that's true. Robin Williams did so many different voices, um, and he was pretty good at it too. Like, um, I remember something. I don't remember. I don't know what it was, but it was just something where you had a bunch of actors in the audience and whatnot. Some guy on a microphone came across Robin Williams and uh, just started talking with him, and just Robin Williams started doing a bunch of his different voices. You know, he did Popeye and a few other ones as well. I don't know exactly what it was that I watched, but for some reason that sticks out in my mind. Just because he did so many different voices. Loved him in Popeye. Yeah, I did too. Um, Even though it seemed like my memory of Popeye, the live action Popeye, um, is a bit fuzzy. So, I don't really remember it all that well. But I remember enjoying it when I was young. Uh, but I've never seen it again in a long time. I should be exploring rather than standing around the base. Um, Let me go back over to the ravine entrance and then I can kind of chat as I'm running around rather than running in circles. But yeah, the I just love that Robin Williams was able to do so many voices, or you know came up with so many voices, and that just ends up being how it is. Um, a bunch of his movies I enjoyed watching as well. Um, oh, I should pick this up because I'm probably going to need leather. But yeah, like the new movies, um, I want to watch them because it's a reimagining of something that has been done in the past, and just because it was done uh, in the past doesn't always mean that it's the best production of it. Like, some things could be done better with current technology. Um, Personally, I think Disney is kind of taking a wrong step in going back to live action instead of sticking with animation. Um, that and like their animation is also kind of becoming uh, getting a more realism look to it, so it no longer looks cartoonish or you know things like that. Oop, oh, there goes that one. Um, and I think just like they don't need to do classic animation style. They can definitely do like more current animation, like obviously Pixar does quite a bit. I like that with Star Trek, starting with the Next Generation as a kid in the 90s. Now I just love seeing the Enterprise fly. I haven't seen any Star Trek in a while, and that's not a good thing. Like, thinking back, the last Star Trek thing I watched was, I think, the pilot episode for, or maybe just one of the early episodes for Enterprise, and I don't remember much about it. Disney for you is anything pre 2004, preferably the 70s, Paramount Plus. Okay, yeah. Um, I would agree with that. Um, I kind of view Pixar as, like, I know Pixar is owned by Disney, but I kind of view Pixar as a separate branch. So, you know, it does animation. It's not gonna do any live action plus. All Star Trek available on that Paramount Plus service. Awesome. I might take a look at that, but we'll see. I don't even have Netflix, so sorry, hiccups. Oh, there's a cave. Let me see what level this is. Probably level 13, if I guess. Uh, no, level 19. Interesting. Let's mark that. Um, so we'll see. Like, I don't have as much free time nowadays as I would like to have. Um, Streaming, of course, takes up a few hours a day. Preparation for streaming, like, it may not seem like it, but I do try to, you know, I need to decide on what I want to stream rather than just streaming whatever I like, because, you know, um, people have their likes and dislikes, and it's really difficult for me at this point in time because I can't necessarily tell if what I'm playing is something that people like. You get it? You haven't even had the time to play games lately. Exactly. Um, and this is just the little bit of time I have to. I don't want to say take a break because like I do want to think of uh, what I'm doing uh, in like a professional capacity. Like I'm not just uh, um, I'm not just starting my stream or sitting down to start my stream 2 minutes before I go live. I sit down, I make sure my audio is working. I make sure that the game is working properly. I make sure that OBS works with the game and isn't having some weird glitchiness to it. All the technical stuff um, before I start streaming. Make sure the audio levels are still the same. Make sure that the last time I restarted Windows didn't mess up my settings, that sort of thing, you know? Um, and also to make sure I have backups of all this and all of these settings for when it does happen, because, or when I need to upgrade my computer. That's going to be a difficult thing because, um, you know, uh, like reinstalling Windows or something like that is going to change everything if I'm not careful or erase it completely. Um, and so I do try to do uh, what professionalism that I can. Uh, a lot of these things like the borders and, you know, splashy stuff that goes on the screen. Um, I'd like to get into eventually, but um, for the time being, I'm okay with what I've got. Um, and I've tried to make sure that my computer is able to handle whatever I'm playing. Um, I uh, when I was starting out, I was thinking to myself, I wrote down a list like, what do I need for streaming? What What can I do without? What do I feel is important? That sort of thing. I was formerly PC tech and got burned out by working tech support. Now I'm learning about game development, which means C plus plus. Is that C sharp? Every time I get out, they pull me right back in. It did not work any tech support. Um, or I assume that that's C sharp. I know the pound symbol is used for pound, for hashtag, for all these different things nowadays. Um, so C sharp. Okay, cool. As in the musical note. Exactly. Those eggs over there? Those are two dark eggs just sitting right there. Gonna just hop across here. Yeah, as in the musical note for sure. You know, I do know that way back in the day, last century sometime, uh, just trying to be funny, but you know, I did learn uh, a little bit about music, reading, uh, um, reading sheet music, that sort of thing. But I just never got into it as much as I could have. I don't know. It was great for learning, but not something that I felt that I needed to stick with. Going to tell your baby sister out the computer worms and enjoy the confusion. It'll all spill out if you open up that case. Don't open it up. I'm warning you. Alright, that didn't do much. Oh, there's a big guy in there. Okay, never mind. I am not going to... I'm running the wrong way. Nope, they're over there. I'm running the right way. Running is running. I guess I should have checked their levels before I took a shot. 19s, 20, 21, yeah. Probably not good when I'm also level 21. So, we will evade them. And we'll leave that camp. As much as I wanted to try to rescue whatever that thing was inside. Okay. I wanted to say they backed off, but they haven't. Music just stopped, that's all. Alright, let's climb up this way a bit. Okay, where are we now? There's a teleporter that way and a teleporter that way. To the southwest would be in the darkness over here. And the northwest would be up the road. Oh, there's a wandering merchant right over there. Let's see what he has for sale. Well, he's got some guards with him. Okay. Oh, I'm still being followed. Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, apparently they saw these guards and decided to go back home. Wonderful. Hey, Mr. Merchant. What do you have? I have some skill fruit. I don't have much money at the moment, so I'm just more window shopping than anything. I'd bet the young ones would imagine something funny when told that people used to put worms in each other's computers. I bet a bait shop would be involved. Exactly. We have medicine here, meats, food, stuff like that. Mind control meds. Mind control meds that are extremely effective in controlling dissidents. They do not heal health. Okay, then what are they for? Interesting. I mean, not that I can afford it anyway. And then just some crafting materials. Alright. Oh, and it's dark now, so I should head this direction and get to this teleporter so I can return home. Hopefully not come across any dangerous things on my way. Like two great big dinosaurs. You know, dangerous like that. There's a glowing red chest. Oh, and they just fell over asleep. Okay, I guess they're not so dangerous anymore. Open. Needs silver key. I think I've got one. Yeah. Pelt armor schematic one. Is that the same thing I've gotten before? Maybe. Oh well. It really is dark. Luckily we have a giant glowing object right ahead that can use as a beacon. Oh, what? There must be a rock on the ground. Alright. Let's fly back home. And where's my bed? It's over this way. Alright. Head to sleep. Wish there was Panama Jack styled John Hammond we could capture. He could build a camp that fails but give a boost to charisma. Yeah. Okay. I call in palo oil I got from somewhere again. We have a couple of dark eggs that I want to hatch. So let's see what's here. We obtain a mouse, little cats, and what's in the large one? Marith? Maraith? I'm gonna go with a Maraith. Probably like a ghost horse of some kind. Let's take a look at that. I've never seen one of those. Swap it in for the leaf monk because I know which one it is. Let's go over here. Interesting. So it does look like it's maybe more of a lion or a cat. A large hunting cat of some sort. With wings. Interesting. What does it do? It is good at gathering and mining. Okay. So not necessarily something I need at the base. Alright. Shiny leaf monk, come back out. I mean, lucky leaf monk. Now he has iceberg. That's his skill that he got with this. But I think that's a learnable skill as well. Wherever I put these skills, so I don't know. I don't have that one specifically, so maybe it's not learnable. I don't know. Um, I do want to make, what is it? Um, Ammunition. Well, I can only make one. So let me do that. I have a bunch of sulfur somewhere. 280. So if I were to craft gunpowder, I would need 2 pieces of charcoal per sulfur. So if I have 280, I need 560 charcoal. Uh, please move off the furnace. And I do have quite a bit that I can turn it to. So we're just gonna put this up to 560 and get that going. It can work on that at its leisure. Um, that's gonna be more ammunition, gunpowder, that uses up all the sulfur that we've obtained. We need more iron because bullets are going to take 1 iron and 1 gunpowder. But that's an issue for another day, I think. So I'm ending this a little early tonight because I am trying out a few games with other people. Like, and as you know, most of my stuff I have done solo for the past year. I've managed to find a few people that are interested collectively in a few games that are, of course, multiplayer. So I've been trying that out for a bit, and I'm just kind of seeing if the games that we all try to play is something that I could stream. And some of them are okay, some of them aren't. Like, not necessarily for, like, I don't really care if it's not meant for children. I already have it in all my settings that my streams aren't necessarily for children because I know that the internet is the internet, that sort of thing. Um, and I don't specifically make videos for children. Have a great evening. I've got to prepare for another day of sorely needing a vacation whilst building the entirety of Rome, sorry, in just 8 hours. Oh boy. Have fun with that then. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Um, but I don't know. I just want to see if these games are okay for streaming, like as far as Twitch and YouTube are concerned. And some of them, I think they kind of use music that is copyrighted and stuff like that. So I don't want to get in trouble by having copyrighted music playing while enjoying a game. So we'll see. And that, oops, sorry for bumping the mic. Um, so that's it for the stream tonight. I need to get ready for that stuff. The rest of the week, I am still streaming as usual. At the moment, Monday nights, I am actually doing 2 streams. My usual one, and then immediately after, some modded uh, Among Us. So if you're interested in that, feel free to check in on that as well. If not, then that's perfectly fine too. But yeah, I think I'll call it here for the night, and I will talk to y'all next time. Have a good night.